think is bullshit too.
Okay.
All right, off to a good start.
Wait, Brian.
Damien, can you open the doors, please, guys?
Brian, real quick. What sign are you?
How about this? Why don't you guess, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Ooh.
Taurus?
She watched the last show, bro.
I'm a Taurus too, buddy.
Are you a Taurus? Yeah?
I don't know, maybe.
No, what sign are you?
I totally guessed he was a Taurus too.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about astrology. I don't believe in it.
You don't give Leo.
Yeah.
You might give Leo, but I'm not sure. Or a Gemini.
He
have to
does
be
give
sure
Leo
if it's-
Gemini.
If it's valid.
I usually guess within like 2 tries, usually.
That's all it takes. Most of the time.
It's not just your
Anyways,
sun, it's also your moon and rising.
we'll get everybody else's introductions. What about you?
Hi, my name's Emma.
By the way, my name is Blaine, and I am deciding to go on my YouTube streaming career. Watch along if you'd like.
I'm 23 years old. I live in Vermont, and I do a lot of different things, astrology being one of them. But I mainly
Do you
like
have crystals
astrologers.
too? Who here has crystals?
What do you mean? Do I have crystals?
Crystals.
Of course, I have crystals.
Spiritual.
I have a pendulum. I have a
Burn some
pendulum
sage
in the
before
back.
coming here.
Yeah, I was burning incense on
In
the
the
Yeah,
car.
I asked you what kind of incense it was.
Wait, you also have crystals?
Oh no, I was just agreeing that she was burning incense on the way here.
Yep.
I see.
She work in medicine. She better not have crystals.
I was like, yeah.
Chris, put them in the crystals.
But my main job right now is I work with kids in behavior management.
Okay, and education?
Yep, in education.
I mean, what education have you had?
So I have 2 years in accounting, but right now I'm in school for psychology and communications.
You have your associates in accounting?
No, so I went through 2 years and almost got my associates, and then I decided I really don't want to be an accountant.
Okay.
So I was gonna switch it to business because I owned my cleaning company at the time.
Okay.
But yeah.
All the way, Damon. Okay, what about you?
Hi, my name is
With the door.
Oh,
Go ahead, you're good. Go ahead.
hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Tampa, Florida. I graduated from a vocational trade school where I learned how to do special effects professionally. So I work in the TV and film industry, and I recently segued from special effects artist to producer.
Okay, cool. And you got your bachelor's or?
No, I went to a trade and it was a
Okay,
year. So it was
got
an
it.
accelerated program of hands-on, kind of like sculpting, molding, casting, all that kind of stuff.
Very cool. And you are the daughter of,
Eddie Guerrero.
which is, who's that? I know who he is, but
I know who he is as well.
Maybe the viewers.
A WWE wrestler. You may know him as Latino Heat.
The Latino Heat. Here, pull it up. Pull up the photo.
I didn't know
Dan.
if you guys knew.
On Instagram?
So.
So this is posted.
I'm not
This
a
is
WWE
posted to your
person.
Instagram. So that's your dad with
Yes.
your mom?
Yes.
There?
Wow.
And so Eddie Guerrero, famous WWE. I guess, well, at the time it would have been WWF, or maybe he was there when it was WWF, but then it transitioned,
He
right?
was in WCW, WWF, and then
they changed it.
Yep,
Yeah.
WWE.
And then go to the TikTok, Damien, but make it full screen
Oh
first.
no!
We have the TikTok.
Come on, I was like 15, 16. Don't do this.
Hey, it's your TikTok. It's, the resemblance. Okay, play
okay,
it.
this
Mute.
sounds fine.
look
No
just
audio.
like
Mute. Play it. Trying to see which parent I look like more. There it
I
is.
like him.
Boom. Dad similarity test. There you go. All right. Cool. That's super cool. Cool.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm 29 years old. I am. What was the next question? From the Philadelphia
Philly,
area,
okay.
but I did live in LA for throughout my 20s, pretty much.
All right, what did
And
you
I went to school in LA. I'm going to have my psychology degree finally in May.
Bachelor's.
Bachelor's, yeah.
Okay.
But I would
Science
like.
or arts?
It's arts, but I want to be a scientist. So that's basically my ultimate goal: scientist and eventual politician too.
Eventual
Right, right. Right now, in terms of other work, I am a full-time student right now, but I have like volunteer hours I do that are clinical hours. So I'm still searching for other work right now, other than like different side gigs.
Are you doing anything for work right now? Or?
No.
Okay.
No,
All right.
Me
unfortunately.
either.
not.
Don't feel bad.
What about you?
Hi, my name's Raquel. I'm 24. I'm from Riverside, California. I'm currently in the U.S. Army National Guard.
Good for
I
you.
recently got back from deployment, and I also work at a youth academy with children for disadvantaged youth.
Any college or anything?
I have 3 years college psychology.
Are you still working on the degree or?
Not right now. No.
Okay, you took a break. What's your rank in the military?
I'm a E5 sergeant.
E5. Okay, you went in and enlisted.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. And wait, you said you were deployed?
Yes.
Where were you deployed?
Just so
I
you
went
know, if you're
to
now joining me,
Kuwait,
this is
Iraq,
new
and
to me.
Jordan. Okay. And you said you just got back from deployment?
I got
But this is
back
one of my favorite
in,
podcasts, so if you want to watch along,
Months ago.
watch
July
along.
2024.
Okay. And remind me, what do you do in the military?
I'm a mechanic.
Mechanic. Okay. Is there like
Damn.
a specific thing that you're a mechanic for?
Just all-wheeled vehicles, basically.
Okay. All right. Any like anything flying or
No, just on the ground.
just ground stuff? Okay. Tanks? Do you do tank?
I've worked on a few, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's cool shit.
Q. What about you?
I'm the Q-Pill, certified relationship coach, behavioral scientist, YouTuber, author, 32 years old, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. And I'm trying to think if I had another question about the military. I had one, but it's evaded me, so I'll come back to it. But we're going to go around the table. What's everybody's current relationship status? If you're single, how long have you been single? And what's the longest relationship you've ever been in? Go ahead.
Okay. The
Damn, I've been
longest
single for about a year.
was 3 years.
2 years.
And I've been single since May, but like lots of little things going on. It's complicated.
Complicated. Okay. So your longest relationship, 3 years, was that the one that ended back in May?
Yeah.
Okay. Who broke up with who?
I was broken up with,
You got
but it was
tons.
kind of yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted it to
You
happen.
want-
Not gonna lie, you know how you just kind of check out at the end.
You were checked out. And orientation, do you date men, women, both?
I date everything.
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 Only women here.
You date dogs? Dolphins? We had a dolphin.
If it's
We should have gone
consensual.
into the dolphin shit last show.
Really?
Have you dated a dolphin?
I can't say I have.
Would you though?
I mean, if we could connect intellectually and it wasn't bestiality.
Spiritually.
Yeah.
Spiritual connection
Yeah.
to the dolphin.
Yeah. I don't
Would
think
you prefer a female or a male dolphin? If that was legal, what the fuck?
Good
I
question,
don't know how to
Chris.
answer that question.
So you date men, women, they, thems, zers,
Yeah.
non-binary,
Yeah.
trans. Have you dated a trans person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trans woman, trans man, both?
Both.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it all. What can I say?
And
Yeah,
so the 3-year relationship you got broken up with, but it seems like you're kind of checked out to begin with. You've been single for 7 months. You said, though, for this 7-month period, there's been a lot going on and it's currently complicated.
Yeah.
Who is it complicated with? You don't need, not their name, but just, you're currently involved
Well-
with a man, a woman, multiple.
Multiple. Having
what's the
lots of
roster?
relationships.
What's the roster looking like?
It's a little long. Not
Long.
gonna lie.
Gi-
I hope
give
the
us the
hoes aren't
deets.
watching this. You know.
You want
They're
details?
not. They're definitely not. Give us the
Yeah.
details. So, what's the roster looking like?
It's like maybe more than 10 people.
10 people.
That's not bad.
I'm
not
finding
bad at
all
all.
the hoes in different area codes. But I'm down for that low maintenance stuff right now. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like having a relationship is too much.
Too much.
In the
it's too
city.
much. In the
Where
city.
it's like, oh, I have to be emotionally involved and like,
The city of angels. Yeah.
yeah. And there's just so
Hi,
much
Mom,
going
if you're
on.
watching.
It's hard to know.
What do you mean? What does that mean? So much
Have a
going
good night
on?
at work.
There's so many people to meet. I feel like I've just been with too many insecure people, you know? And like, they're like, don't do that, don't do this. And I'm just trying to experience the world.
What are some of the things they tell you don't
I've
do?
been there myself, girl.
Like, don't
so-
fuck somebody else?
Well, that part, I also dance,
Okay.
and I've go-go dance, done sex work,
Oh, when you say sex work, what do you mean?
like dancing,
Oh,
some kind of stripping.
Okay.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of low on the totem pole of, like, no, it is. Yeah, I guess when I say low on the totem pole, I mean like stripping. I'm like when I think, I mean it is sex work, but when I think sex work, I start leaning towards like either like OnlyFans pornography or actual full-blown escorting prostitution. Have you
Right.
done any of that stuff?
No.
Okay.
No.
No OnlyFans?
No.
Feet pics? Have you sold feet pics?
I would like to. If anyone wants some
Uh-oh.
pictures.
Okay, but so you used to dance at a strip club?
Yeah.
Or you still do?
I used to.
Used to.
Mm-hmm.
You still do, but you used to too?
No, I used to dance at a strip club, but then this person was like, "Don't do that."
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
No, it's like, here, I'll play it again.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
Because you could used to have done drugs, but you still, never mind, whatever. Mitch Hedberg, R.I.P. So, okay, you currently have a roster of 10 people. Is it like equally men, equally women? Like you lean more towards women, more towards men?
I think it's more men right now.
I think more women than men.
Yeah.
Gotta watch this
I also
podcast.
don't like to put effort into meeting people like that, like planning dates. I like to meet people organically.
Also, by the way,
So
off
like meeting
topic,
men has been easier.
we got to get rid of Governor
'Cause
Mills.
they put in the effort, is what you're saying?
I guess. I don't know. It just happens.
When
more.
you do date women, is it kind of confusing navigating like, okay, who's gonna pay for the date? Who's gonna make the first move? Are you more dominant when you're dating women, or do you want to take a more like let them lead? I guess.
It depends on the woman.
Mhm.
If they're more masc or femme.
What are you?
I think I'm more femme, but
femme.
depends also on the day. And with paying,
Maybe
it's
you-
equal. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. All
We'll
right.
just kind of switch off.
And do you want to have kids one day? Get married, or what do you think?
I don't think I'll ever get married, but
Kids.
would love to have a kid. To be honest, yeah.
So do you think, like, at least whoever you're going to have a kid with, do you think it's going to be more likely to be a man, or do you want to adopt?
Either. I think it'd be cool to have a kid with someone I'm with, but raise this kid in a community.
Like
you know?
a poly
Yes,
community.
yes.
Agree.
Yeah.
That'd be really
Because
cool.
before kids
Wait,
used to
you
be raised
you agree?
Yeah.
in a village.
Takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love like
Does it?
polyamory and
Oh, you
yeah,
do?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I think it like I'm all into that free love stuff. So
I was really
Yeah.
to be argued with. So.
Have you been in a polyamorous relationship? Are
Yeah.
you currently?
I guess, but nothing's defined.
What do you mean?
Like, I wouldn't say I'm anyone's like girlfriend or boyfriend or anything. It's just like people I'm hanging out with and doing other things with.
Okay. Would you describe it as ethical non-monogamy? Like, are you upfront with these people that you're like going out on dates with or sleeping with?
Doubt
Like,
it.
Hey, by the way, FYI, I'm fucking 5 other people. Like, do you tell them this?
Yeah,
you
usually.
really?
Or if they
don't
ask,
believe it.
I'll tell them. If we don't talk about it, if you don't ask,
Oh, so
I'll
like
just
you
keep it
omit,
to myself.
like omission.
Yeah, but if you
Okay.
ask me straight up, I'll tell you.
Okay. And do you have like threesomes too? Is that a component of the polyamory, polygamy, whatever?
Not with other people I see, but I guess like if another person enters someone that I'm seeing,
Okay.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like enters the couple, that's cool. But like usually between the people I'm seeing, they're not seeing each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you do like orgies?
I could be down.
No. Have you done orgy?
Yeah,
Threesomes, foursomes.
all the sums.
What's the largest sum?
What about any
5
of you?
sums, 10 sums?
Be honest.
What have you done?
A lump sum.
Lump sum.
I I don't know, maybe like 5 people, but I haven't like engaged with everyone in this huge room. I was there at this like sex party once.
Only one time you've been to a sex party?
Only once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was scared.
You were scared. You
I
were
was scared.
terrified.
I was terrified.
You were crying in the corner,
I was,
watching everybody else fuck. Okay.
the door with the whole like.
What a role that is.
Sweet.
Oh my God.
Okay, cool. Well, we can get into more of that stuff a little later on, but we'll get your relationship status.
Real quick though, girl, where do you have the time for 10 people in your roster? I don't even got time. I work a full-time job.
And you live in LA, right?
Yeah.
Living off the man.
Time.
I see them like once a month or
Right.
less. Like once every 5 months.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I guess I'm single. I don't know. I don't know. Someone just came
Who
to the
the
loop
fuck is
recently.
this girl?
But I don't think they're dateable because they believe in having 2 girlfriends, and I can't do that.
Oh.
And also, their agreement, or not agreement, but they can have 2 girlfriends, but the girl can't have 2 boyfriends. So I think that's a little not really fair. But yeah, I think that's it. Just
So you've been single for how long?
Oh, a year.
Longest relationship?
So I goofed up last time. It's actually 5 years.
Okay, who broke up with who?
I broke up with him.
Is that the one that ended a year ago?
No, that was 2.5 that destroyed my car. But the one that I was with for 5 years that I kind of forgot about, that was like my long-term boyfriend that I dated back when I was like 14 to like 19 or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Got it. Cool. What about you?
I'm currently in a relationship, and the longest time that I've been single, longest relationship, was 4 years.
How long have you been in this
Longest relationship I've ever been in was
1 month?
10,
Yeah, just-
almost 11.
Okay, got it. I feel like when you originally
Worst
reached out, were
relationship
you
I've ever
single,
been
I
in,
think?
honestly.
I was, yes.
You were, okay. Were you seeing him at the time, or this is
No.
you just met him?
I think I reached out to you, I think, beginning of January.
Okay. How did you guys meet?
Through a coworker. It's my
Does he also work at the hospital?
No,
or-
he's not. He doesn't know. It's my coworker's best friend's brother.
Coworker's best friend? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so-
it was a blind date, kind of?
A friend of a friend of a
Yeah,
friend?
well, she gave
His
him
uncle?
my Instagram because he was at a party that she was at, and she was like, "Hey, you should meet this girl. She's very sweet. She's very nice, and she's single." And he saw a picture of me, and then I gave him my Instagram. I told her, you can give him my Instagram if he's interested, which he was. So he hit me up and slid into my DMs.
Okay, and so you guys met.
That's the
when?
equivalent today of,
What was
can
the
I have
date?
your phone number?
January 18th.
January 18th. Okay, been together for a month. So you guys live in the same city?
No, so he lives about, I think, 40 minutes from me.
Okay, got it. And I'm trying to think if I had any other question. No, I think that's it. And curious, what's your background?
My ethnicity?
Yes, your
Yeah, I'm
ethnicity.
Cambodian.
Cambodian. Okay, got it. What about you?
As of right now, I am taken. That is going to change by the end of today. My longest relationship.
It's going to end by the end of today.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in this current
Barely a
relationship?
month.
Okay, okay.
It's already a problem.
How longest relationship?
3 years.
3 years. Wait, really quick. I'm going to get right back to you. Who ended the 4-year relationship that you were in?
I did.
You ended it. Okay. Your 3-year relationship. Who ended it?
We both separated. That was the one that messed up my car.
Mutual partner.
Yeah. So okay, you've been seeing this current guy for a month, but you're breaking up with him via the Whatever podcast.
Via
basically.
the Whatever podcast.
Look into this camera and say what you have to say.
Hi, Luna. Lunatic Loon.
Luna?
That is his artist name.
Oh, his. Oh, wow. Okay. Putting the artist name on blast.
I
All right, go ahead.
am.
Right into the camera. Go ahead.
Goodbye, Luna.
Humiliating.
We are definitely not going to work out. You are still in love with your baby mama. Please go be with her. You guys need to work it out. I cannot be there to work it out for you. That is all I have to say.
Cooked.
Cooked. Very cooked. My Shayla.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I'm single.
Wow.
You're gonna be single for
Okay,
a
good
long
times.
time, girl.
And have you had a rebound yet?
No, he's
Or-
my first relationship since my ex. I was single for a whole year, celibate for that whole
You
year.
were celibate
I was.
for a year,
Yeah, 8 months.
6 months,
8 months.
5 months.
8 months.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It went from a year.
I had
you
to
missed,
think about
you missed
it.
like 4 months there.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
bad. It was
Okay.
8 months.
Are there any like guys in the DMs that you're immediately gonna text for?
No,
No.
absolutely not. This was my first time back outside meeting people, and I am already over it. I would much rather be single on my own, doing my own thing, building what I want to build.
Nice. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
What about you?
I am single. My longest relationship was 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other thing?
How long have you been single?
How long? Okay, I've been single for about 2 years.
2 years. Was that the 4-year relationship that ended 2 years ago?
No.
How long was your last one?
My last one, that one, there's a lot to that story, but we officially stopped like talking romantically probably, it was like very on and off, so like a year in total.
Okay. And you said it was really on and off?
Yeah.
Was your 4-year relationship also on and off?
No, so I have a rule that I don't break up and get back together.
Except for the last guy.
Well, because of life circumstances that I really had no control over.
Sure. Who broke up with you in the 4-year relationship?
So he got arrested.
For what?
For abusing me. I don't know if I can say exactly what he did.
Yikes.
Because of on here.
Oh.
But yeah, it was, the cops had to take him away. We had a restraining order. And then I was actually still very convinced we were going to get back together, and it took me like...
After his arrest for abuse?
Yeah, because, I mean, I just loved him, but after being, he was in jail but released, but I was choosing to stay away from him because I thought we were going to take a break. And so...
Wait, so you called the police on him?
Of course you did.
He pulled...
What did he pull?
A gun.
A sword?
No, he pulled a gun on me.
He pulled a bow and arrow?
No, he pulled
a gun.
After strangling me.
After strangling you?
And then called my mom.
While he was strangling you?
No, like I
what's
called
up,
the cops.
Becky? Fucking choking you and shit?
No, like I called the cops and he called my mom.
Yeah, I called the cops. He called my mom. Put that on a t-shirt. That's kind of... put it on a mug, I guess. Wow, okay, so he strangled you.
Yeah.
Was it like you guys were getting it on and he went a bit too far? Or was it like violent?
No, yeah,
Strangle.
it was violent strangling.
If
so
you were to ask him, why am I being strangled? What would he say?
because I took the Wi-Fi box.
That's ridiculous.
I think that's kind of valid. to be
Because-
honest. Not valid.
So I love how the two men said it was valid.
So he,
Don't touch the Wi-Fi.
so like he was
They were obviously joking, though.
they were joking.
Obviously joking, but
Obviously.
of course. But okay, so you took the Wi-Fi box?
Yeah, so we had just gone on a trip to see my mom, and it did not go well. And we got back from this trip, and he hadn't been working for over a year. I was paying for everything, our apartment, all of his required bills, all of those things. And then he just got drunk and went on this tear of like insulting me and telling me how I wasn't
feel
even a
bad.
good girlfriend and I don't even do anything for him.
No girl
And I was
deserves
like-
that shit.
What was he saying?
Well, it was for it was back in 2021 at this point, so
Yeah.
I can't really remember exactly.
You guys were like living together, COVID
yeah,
or whatever?
yeah. So we had been living together most of that 4 years, and I was only 16 when I met him, right? So I was,
How old was he?
he was 19 when we met.
Bro, is that it?
16, 19.
16 should be
Depends on
fine.
where you're at.
Yeah, 16 and 19.
You
I
can
think is fine.
technically.
Well, I guess it
do
depends.
that.
Some states, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
still.
Almost everything is
It's
legal in Vermont.
I wouldn't-
Wait, so
I wouldn't even do
The
it.
Wait, so
parents,
how
yeah.
did it get to that point? You said he was drunk and he just was he just like
Yeah, so like he
And just
would,
like insulted you, like
Yeah.
you know,
so like, I mean, I don't remember exactly in whatever order exactly what happened to get to the fight, but I remember I was like, you're not going to treat me like this. I'm taking the Wi-Fi box. And he was an alcoholic, and he would get drunk to the point where like he'd drink an entire quart mason jar of like liquor in one night. He was a really bad alcoholic.
Okay.
life is rough.
It's a normal
so
night in Maine.
He would just black out and go on these tears.
Did you know he was was he an alcoholic since you met him?
So I didn't know he was an alcoholic when I met him. When I was
He wasn't a real
So I got
alcoholic.
kicked out when I was 16, and that's when I met him.
She probably made him an alcoholic.
I smoked a cigarette and I got kicked out.
Of your house?
Yes.
For smoking a cigarette?
Yes. My parents
Shoved out your house?
I don't believe
like,
it.
told, I don't want to raise you, like, I'm tired of this, yeah, all that.
Like they found a pack of cigarettes on you, or how did-
Like, I was freshly 16, I had just gotten my license, and my parent was supposed to take my car in to, I think, just like get inspected, like something very basic, and he saw a burn hole in my seat, and I guess he found a cigarette butt. But
Likely story.
yeah, and then my ex-boyfriend's little sister was staying the night that night, so we had to go back to her house. And he told me he just didn't want to raise me anymore. And he said that when I get home that he wanted me gone. And so, yeah.
Your parents disowned you and kicked you out of the house for a cigarette. Are you sure there weren't other
I was a pretty good
contributing
child.
factors?
So listen, what would you think? Like, what
Gorilla
would some
Chris.
other contributing factors
Find the truth.
be that you would expect?
I mean, there's millions that I could think of, but you
Like-
would know better than me.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was a pretty good kid. I never,
What does that mean, though? Pretty
like, I never got into trouble. I was never, like,
But
suspended.
I could see, for example, and that there's the cigarette incident.
Yes.
That could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like maybe there was something prior to that. Maybe you were already grounded. You did something. But I don't know. It could be the case that a parent would kick the child out of their house for a cigarette. I would suspect though that might even be in some sort of contravention of the law. I don't think you can just kick a minor out of your house.
I did end up going back after like 4 months. My boyfriend and I began living in the house together.
Your parents' house?
Yes.
Your boyfriend after you got kicked out.
Yes.
Hold on. But so was there any
I'm
other
confused,
contributing
too.
factor? Were there any other behavioral issues? Did you get in trouble in school? Did you go to what's it called?
I love that sex doll head on the table.
If you get in trouble when you're
Can't wait for them
underage, you don't go to
days.
jail. You go to juvenile.
No, I never went to juvie. I never had any
Elon Musk,
criminal run-ins. I
make
was
it
never
a-
even a bad kid in school, except for like I got bullied a lot, and so I stood up for myself. But like I always had good grades. Like yeah, I was a really good kid. At this time, so
No, you weren't. You were smoking a cigarette.
I just be getting in situations. But at the time I met my boyfriend, I had left school because I had gotten attacked by like a group of 5 girls, and my anxiety had gotten so bad that I couldn't like walk into the school without having a really severe panic attack. And they refused to move my classes. They refused to really accommodate that in any way. So I wasn't in school like that.
So you stopped going to school?
I didn't stop going because I did it online and submitted the assignments. So I was still submitting the assignments, but I wasn't like going to the classes. Does that make sense?
So wait, a group of 5 girls, they were physically attacking you or just attacking your character?
They physically attacked me. Yeah, like I was.
Like they jumped you?
Yeah, like I was walking down.
Did you know them?
Yes.
Was there a history? What was the history?
Yes. So, so the history, I don't really even remember. This was in high school. I don't remember the specifics exactly. But
Wait, you're 24, right? No, 23.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was back.
Would you say this is like you being jumped was like one of the more traumatic experiences of your life?
Not now. At the time, it was.
Okay. And you don't remember the history between...
I've been through a lot worse things than getting, like...
Sure,
My
yeah.
mom's abused me more than those girls did in the hallway, so...
Okay.
But
there was a
Kind of
history
believe her
with
because
the girls.
Yes.
she can't ever finish a sentence. And
Yeah,
she
so I used to be
giggles
friends
a
with
little bit
them.
when she
I do
brings it
remember
up.
they started passive
Mental health
aggressively
is a
bullying me,
fucking
like telling me I couldn't wear
bastard.
my hair curly once I started straightening it, insulting. I'm from Illinois, and I moved to Vermont when I was young. So they would insult like my Midwestern accent, just things like that. And so I decided to distance myself from them. And that started rumors. And, you know, I think I had said something to one of them. I don't remember exactly what it was. But over a rumor that was started. And then 2 or 3 days later, I was walking down the nurse's hallway, and one of them just grabbed me and threw me up against the wall. Yeah.
This didn't have anything to do with a boy.
Man, I'd love to live in California.
That is so
I
interesting.
hate this state.
No.
So wait, were they white?
It was in Vermont.
So,
I think
Vermont.
it's one of the whitest states.
Girl kind of looks like Anna Kendrick a little bit.
Yeah, it is. So it's Maine.
Milk
I
White,
mean,
Vermont.
for women to be violent with other women usually requires like a pretty substantial level of...
Yeah, good point.
So I think it's different when you're talking about traumatized individuals who have faced trauma their whole life. So for like, you know, girls who saw domestic violence in their home growing up, or, you know, just anything like that, it's a lot more common for those girls to be willing to fight. I mean, like, I don't like to fight, but I know that if someone tries to fight me, I can fight. When I was younger, and like I saw violence from my mom, I didn't see violence from my dad, but I saw kind of more mature themes from my dad. You know, just things like that. Like, yeah, it's a lot more likely that when you have a disagreement, you're just gonna fight over it.
So, can I quickly ask a question?
Of course.
So, if you were modeled those behaviors, those violent behaviors during your childhood, why do you think that you rejected those behaviors and didn't take them on as your own?
Well, I did. So it was a lot more like that when I was younger. And pretty much since my abusive ex-boyfriend, I've had to like calm myself down a lot. And I was never someone who was like outwardly violent or outwardly reckless. But I certainly wasn't kind of like a pushover. You know, if you said something that I took offense to, you would know that I was offended. And, you know, more than not continuing the behavior because I didn't like seeing it, I didn't like the ramifications that came from those behaviors in my young adult life. And, you know, you only have until a certain age to kind of correct a behavior, I think, if it's a habit that you've been exposed to, like, for a very long time. I think at a certain point it becomes almost irreversible, where you're almost never going to beat the symptoms or ramifications.
Here, look, let me cut to the chase. I don't think there's
Chris.
ever justification for physical violence, but I think you're leaving out components of the story. Whatever, if you talk shit about these girls, if you instigated in some way, it doesn't justify physical violence. Did you instigate in some capacity?
Well, I'm sure that, you know, when they said these things about me, like, you can't wear your curly hair down, or like, you can't, you know, whatever, I'm sure I got really mouthy. Yeah. And I'm not going to feel bad about that because I was feeling attacked. And it got to such a severe point that I had to stop talking to these girls altogether.
Wait, okay, so they took issue with you having curly hair.
They took issue with everything. I was bullied for my height. I was bullied for my voice and my accent. I was bullied for my hair. I was bullied for everything.
But when you said you mouthed off back to them,
yeah,
they attacked you not in the moment, but in cold blood.
Yes.
At another date, another time.
Yeah, so I don't know specifically what it was that triggered them to attack me that day. like I said, this was years and years ago.
So they just walked up to you and started fucking you up? Because, like, oftentimes...
I just told you. I was walking down the nurse's hallway, and, they said something to me, and I ignored them. I tried to walk past them, and they grabbed my arm and threw me up against the concrete wall. Yes.
That's just so random. I mean...
Okay. Shit like that happens. It happens.
Like, it wasn't, reinforced or anything. Like, there wasn't anything,
I don't want to get too sidetracked here. You got kicked out of your parents' house.
I did.
Again, I have similar questions, though.
Okay. I'm answering.
Look,
I don't lie.
Sometimes these situations happen, but for you to you got caught smoking a cigarette. They're usually, parents are not just, okay, you're now homeless because you smoked a cigarette. I can understand a parent being very upset by this. Kicking a child out of a house, one, it would, if you had gone to Child Protective Services, there would have been consequences. That seems really extreme for a cigarette.
Yeah,
You understand?
well, and I agree, and, like I said, we went back after 3 months, and it was because my dad realized that he severely overreacted, parents aren't perfect either. Parents mess up. And,
okay.
I definitely agree that it was extreme. I told my dad that at the time.
She's lying.
He'll say that he didn't kick
She's
me out
leaving
because
out
he
a
brought me
lot
back to the
more.
house while screaming that he didn't want me there and that he wanted me gone. But after
Tell us what really happened.
I think 2.5 months of not having me there, that's when he reached out, and he said that he tried calling the police in Vermont and that they said there was nothing they could do because I was 16. So.
Believe that.
Wait, he called the police?
Yeah, he said he
because
tried.
you were smoking a cigarette?
No, because I was out, while I was gone.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
My dad kicked me out, and then when he called the police, they said that he tried to report me as a runaway, and they.
Wait, he kicked you out?
Yes.
He kicked you out, and then that same night said that
No, not that. That's not that same night.
Oh, when?
So I was probably out of the house for about 4 months altogether. So probably
4 months after, then he called the police.
I wouldn't say so I found this out after I got back. So I don't know when in between that 4-month period he called, but afterwards we were talking about it, and he said that he called the cops and that the cops said they couldn't do anything.
Wait, so when he put you out, did he put you out? Was it in the moment he was angry for that night, or did he put a time limit? Did he say never come back?
So no, he just said I don't, that's really what I remember. I don't want to raise you anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It's too difficult to do this with you. And so, a 16-year-old brain hears that, especially one that was abused by their other parent as well. They're like, okay, we'll say less. I'm gone. And so that's what I did. My dad's not perfect. He's lived a really hard life himself. So we got in this argument, and that was kind of another situation where I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this behavior. I don't like this reactivity. I don't like this anger, So it was a lot of experiences like that in my, before I turned 18 that really helped form my behavior.
Wait, so his specific words were, I'm tired of raising you.
His specific words were, I don't want you here, go live with the bad
because the words are shifting a little bit. Earlier,
her story
when
keeps
you
changing.
just said it, you said, I took a hint. I forget exactly verbatim what you had said there, but you said, I took the hint, and then I left on my own volition. So the words you used 30 seconds a minute ago are completely different to how you just described it.
I just said I took the hint that
he wanted you out.
Didn't want me here anymore. He didn't want to raise me anymore. If you say, I don't want you here, that kind of insinuates...
Is that what he said, though?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll come back to that in just a sec. We have the chat coming through. Sorry to Graffito tagged for the delay on this.
Graffito donated $200. This story is so sus. Number one, it takes two people to fight. You definitely weren't just a victim. Number two, your school definitely accommodated psychiatric issues. It's federal and state law. Stop the cap.
Do you want to respond to...
Yes, I would love to respond. So I actually got the chance to go work at the school district. when I first started working with children. And one of my big things with the school district, just in general, was that they never documented abuse or anything like that. Like if I had bruises, I walked in with bruises, that was never documented. And when I got to go work at this district, I saw that pattern repeating.
Bruises from your boyfriend or from your parents?
Bruises from, well, if a child walks in with bruises, you're supposed to document it and notify.
You're a mandated
Yeah,
reporter.
you're a mandated reporter. You're supposed
Absolutely.
to, yeah. Any marks, and I was never asked about so many of them. And then when I went to go work there last year, there was a specific student who showed numerous very obvious signs of sexual assault, and I kept repetitively pushing to have this reported, to have him go to the nurse and have certain things checked out, and I was basically told to stop. I was told that it's a lot of paperwork and we aren't even sure, you know. I think school districts across the country really aren't doing their job.
Okay. And then I guess bringing it back to the original thing here, your boyfriend choked you, strangled you, and then pointed a gun at you.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he drunk while he did this?
Of course.
Okay. And then you called the police. What was he charged with? He was arrested?
He was arrested. You could look up the police report from the night he was arrested if you wanted.
It's okay.
He was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, I believe, and interfering with 911 calls.
Okay. Was he prosecuted for the felony?
No, because domestic violence abusers in Vermont aren't prosecuted. There's someone who has over 180 criminal run-ins, and they're still just walking the street. And after he did this to me, he tried to slit another person's throat, and he's still just walking free after getting arrested for that. Vermont. And their laws are
I guess
all over
Vermont's
the
pretty
place.
liberal state, so I mean they let a lot of criminals go. So.
Yeah.
I mean perhaps there's some truth to that statement.
We have people who don't get a job and just steal all of their things from a store because our laws are so relaxed. A cop can't grab you if you're shoplifting because that's assault.
That's how Bernie Sanders is your senator.
He was arrested though, correct?
Yes, he was.
And did he get out on bail? How long was he in jail for?
Yep, so he was in jail for less than 3 days. He was immediately let out. And he went to go stay with someone I knew. And they gave him all these rules, like he couldn't be drinking, he couldn't be like playing excessive video games, like he had to have a job, all these things. And he broke every rule and got kicked out in less than like 3 months.
Were you ever abusive towards him?
I wasn't perfect. I will say that after, 4 years of abuse, you definitely give back, like you match the energy, you know what I mean? I'm really not a malicious person. I'm not someone who like tries to go out of my way. I don't even like fighting or
I don't
arguing,
believe
and
her.
I never
I
have.
think she's just like my ex-wife.
I've just always been in fight or flight and felt like I had to. So he would say I was abusive towards him in the sense that when he would hit me, I would hit him back. Like I wasn't going to take that, especially with like what I saw growing up.
Did you ever hit him first?
No,
Never.
never.
Okay, so he was physically abusive.
Yes.
Physically violent.
Yeah.
And he always initiated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would this be out of the blue and typically related to his alcohol consumption? Like, was he better when he was sober or the same?
He was bad all the time. Like even sober, he would do things like insult. He would just insult everything about me.
Would you insult him?
No.
Yes,
I
you
loved
would.
everything about him. I thought he was. If I'm dating you,
You loved even the
She's a
physical
liar.
and verbal abuse?
Well, in my mind, it was like he saw this growing up. He doesn't want to do this. I was a kid. Like he doesn't want to do this. This is what he
Yeah,
saw.
who cares what
growing
the
up.
justifications
Like-
are?
Well, I had to go through those experiences to understand that the justifications don't matter, though. See,
No,
'cause-
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't care how abused you were.
Keep listening to this,
as a
Ghost
child.
Bullshit. I'll be right
If
back.
you commit crimes, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're still guilty of said crime. In this case, according to you, he was physically and verbally abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had friends who came
I
forward.
wouldn't forgive, like, if a girl was abusive towards me. I don't care how fucking abused she was. goodbye. Like, it's not. I'm not going to tolerate somebody's abuse because they were abused themselves.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. And I'm at that point now where, like, if I see a red flag, like someone's doing drugs or has anything to do with drugs or like excessive partying as an unhealthy coping mechanism, like I just stay very far away from that. But I had to still experience those things to learn those lessons.
Okay. But I guess my confusion is you stayed with him for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then even that, had he been arrested before for physical abuse towards you? Had you called the police on him before?
No. There was one time he called the police on himself, and that case was dismissed. He wasn't letting me leave, and so I was trying to get past him and push past him, and he wouldn't let me pass, so I tried to like move his body like this, and then he pushed me on the ground, and because I fell and I got a bruise, he called the cops on himself. Because he didn't want me to call the cops first. In his words, that's what he said.
Was he arrested?
He was arrested. He was released,
So he's been arrested twice in related to domestic violence situations with you.
And the courts dismissed the first case. And I think
Even
the
though
second one's
he
dismissed
called, so there's I assume like a 911 recording of him calling the police on himself, confessing essentially to committing a battery. I assume the police come, they get a statement from him, which perhaps was on body camera, saying that he physically assaulted you, and they let him go? Like they arrest him and they didn't?
That's how arrests work in Vermont, really, is you're gonna get arrested. The only time you're arrested for more than like 24 hours max is if it's on a Friday and a judge can't have a Zoom call with you.
Were you in touch with the prosecuting attorney, the district attorney? Because typically with DV cases, I mean, they can
I got a victim advocate.
Well, they can prosecute a case even if the victim doesn't want to, what's the word?
It's not up to me. It's it's not up to me. It's up to the state.
Not cooperate.
Yeah.
But after he was arrested, were you unwilling to cooperate with the district attorney?
So the first domestic violence incident, I never even got that. I don't think there was ever really even I think there was one court case for the first one, which was like first when we got together, right? And I was just coming out of like that thing with school. I was having like all these problems with my dad. So like I really wanted this person in my life. Like I think that's important. I was young and I really wanted this person in my life, and I was mentally not in the best position.
Okay.
So
I agree,
well,
JJ.
fast forwarding back to the second arrest where he strangled you and put a gun in your face. You wanted to get back with him after he was...
Because I was so...
What was it? Assault with a deadly weapon?
I think so, yeah.
So, okay.
I think that's what it says in the police report.
So you got back with him, or did you get back with him after that?
I didn't, no.
Did you meet him in person again after that? Okay.
Never.
But you wanted to get back with him.
So yeah, like I would say for the first like couple months when I was depressed, like I was essentially grieving a breakup for that
This
person.
girl needs to move one state over to
because
Maine.
He wasn't there with
She
me.
would
Like I
fit
had
right
him as
in.
my side for the last 4 years, and even though he was abusive, I don't know why that did so much for me, just having someone. But no, I never got back with him after that because at the place he was staying, he was supposed to stop drinking. And he blamed me for all of these things, like, oh, well, it's your fault I drink so much, like, you stress me out, or like, you're just too boring, that's why I play some video games all the time, or like, we don't, any of those things. And those issues continued, and he kept getting arrested and got another DUI. He has like 8 DUIs.
Had he had DUIs before you started dating him?
Yep, yeah. So when I met him, he had no job, no car. He was living with his dad. I got him I helped him get his license. I helped him get all his government documents.
You like a project, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did like a project. when I was younger, but that's a very 16-year-old in childhood mindset, and that's.
Were there
not
other
what I'm
men interested in you, like guys at your high school who were
No.
just, I don't know, on the tennis team? Who
had stuff going
Like-
on.
I really
fucking
always got
played
bullied.
Pokemon or some shit?
I always got bullied.
Soy boys.
So I was really anxious. I never really had a lot of friends. This was my first like long-term serious boyfriend. This, I lost my virginity with him. Like,
Okay, you were like connected and
yes. So like up until I dated him, and this is still my perspective, you shouldn't date someone unless you're willing to try and make it work and spend your life with them. And so I,
So wait.
I just don't know how you could have been interested in him.
When you started to date him,
yeah.
your attitude was, this is going to be my future husband, the alcoholic multiple
Yeah.
DUI. Really?
Okay.
Like, don't you think
Yes.
going in?
I'll tell you why.
Financially.
Why? Tell me why.
Okay, so my dad's a recovered addict, and he hasn't touched anything since I was born. He found out, my mom's a really bad alcoholic too.
Okay.
And my dad was an addict when I was conceived, and so while my mom kept partying, my dad went to rehab and switched his life around and everything. So when I
But
was
he
younger,
kicked you out
like,
for smoking
drugs,
a cigarette.
alcohol, all those things, none of those things really turned me off because I've seen how a man can switch his life around and do the best that, he can.
Is her dad
They
God
can.
or the devil?
But it doesn't
It's
mean
usually-
they
She's
will,
gotta make up
and I
her
had to
mind.
grow and
It's-
understand that.
Okay.
But I know
Alright.
that men are capable of it. But now I just I can't see those red flags anymore.
All right. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. In any case, you said in your notes you're so single.
Yes.
So
I did.
single.
I'm so single.
You've been so single for 2 years.
Yes.
You've been celibate for 2 years.
No.
When's the last time you were involved with a guy?
Probably 3 or 4 months ago.
So you've been celibate for 3 or 4 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
All right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can come back to some of that stuff later, but I'm going to get everybody else in relationship status.
I am single, but as of the last couple weeks, I've kind of been talking to someone. I'm happy with where that's going. My
Okay.
longest relationship was 4 years, and I initiated the breakup conversation.
Okay. And how long you been single for?
I've been single since 2022, so about 3 years.
3 years. All right. And you kind of been seeing somebody though. Who is he? Or well, don't say his name. But how did you guys meet? Dating app? Twitter?
I actually
Twitter?
love it because it was organic. We had mutual friends, and I had met him there, and it was really nice. He treated me really well, and I was into it. So
I saw on your Twitter you respond frequently to mostly Tristan Tate, but occasionally Andrew Tate, I think. I'm curious, would you have you slid into his DMs?
not like that, no.
But you have slid into his DMs, but like asking for advice or some shit.
There was a time where my dog was dying, and somebody posted about it, and he was very kind about my dog dying. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
he.
Would you date Tristan Tate?
I mean,
Yes, you would.
I think that.
Don't let her fool ya.
I'm happy with where my talking phase is going now.
Well,
maybe if that.
Before you met him, would you have been interested in Tristan Tate or Andrew Tate? Dating them?
I think.
Means yes.
It would depend on how they were in person, and if they were more than their online persona, and I obviously know a little bit more about certain people, like Tristan with the whole dog situation. But yeah, no.
Well, how about this? They offer to fly you to Romania for a date. One of them, or either, whatever. Would you go?
I think they would have to know my morals first.
Which is what?
That I'm saving myself for marriage and have been my whole life. So
Okay.
I'm not really
So
a
you're
call-out girl.
are you virgin?
I am a virgin.
Not a born again virgin.
No, I've been
A virgin.
No, I am a virgin.
Okay.
It's actually so important to me. It makes dating very difficult.
So you
That's
probably
awesome.
wouldn't.
I respect that.
Because I don't think they're.
I don't believe in God, but I
They're not
respect
waiting.
that.
I was trying to say that in a nice way.
Yeah,
Obviously-
definitely not.
Obviously, they're attractive men. Obviously, have certain morals. So
It wouldn't line up.
It wouldn't line up. I was trying to say that in the nicest way possible.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
What about you?
Okay. So I was in a
Well, I'm single right now, pretty much. I guess it's
What is-
complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Longest relationship?
Yeah, longest relationship, 4 years.
Okay.
But we didn't really break up. I
Is
kind
this
of
the guy
just.
you're still fucking?
No, I mean, okay, so I moved from LA because, you know, I have all these goals. I want to have like a PhD, and like I said, I want to be in politics, so I can't really do that. I feel when I'm in LA, it's just very distracting, super expensive. So that's kind of why we're not hooking up anymore, because I moved. And I told him, and I was like, I'm leaving.
Wait.
Bye.
So here, I'll ask questions, and you just give me the answers. When did you move from LA?
So I moved in December.
Okay, so recently.
Last year.
So you were seeing him up until December.
Yeah.
And you moved where again?
Back to Philadelphia area. So,
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long were you seeing him?
I was, like I said, I was seeing him for 4 years.
Okay, this is the 4-year guy.
Yeah.
Didn't I ask if it was the 4? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's complicated though. So was there not a clean breakup?
No, I mean, if I went back to, like, you know, I'm probably gonna see him in a few days.
That's the question I was about to ask.
Right.
You're here in Southern California.
Yeah. So when I
He's
see him,
in
I see
LA.
him. Yeah.
But you guys, I'm confused. So did you break up or did you not?
I told him, I was like, I want to stay friends, but I don't feel that I can really live in this area at this time of my life because I'm trying to focus on my career and everything like that.
Okay.
So, and he was just like, okay.
When did you arrive in California?
Recently? Like, you mean just now?
Yeah, for the podcast.
Oh, okay. It was this morning.
Did you see him this morning?
No.
Okay. So I guess you're single?
Yeah. You could say that, yeah.
But you're going to meet up with him for some fun time, I guess, before you leave. Okay, so, but you said earlier you're also
What the fuck are all the girls like this in
polyamorous.
Yeah.
So during the 4-year relationship, were you seeing other
No,
people?
no.
It was a monogamous relationship?
Yeah.
You said something about poly, though. Maybe I misunderstood. Are you...
I just I don't really feel like I don't really feel that I'm going, like, I don't have any desire to, like, find, like, a monogamous partner that I'll be with
you
for
were
life.
monogamous in a 4-year relationship.
Yeah, I was. I feel like he was sexually, it was satisfactory for me. So that's, I think, why.
That's what a guy loves to
But-
hear. The sex was satisfactory. Okay, the sex was just good enough.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just all right.
Yeah. So I'm not, you know.
Has there been a period of your life where you were dating multiple people? Sleeping with multiple people?
Yeah.
What was the biggest number, I guess? 5, like a roster?
2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay. Since the breakup, you've been single-ish for a month or so. Have you had a rebound?
No.
Have you been seeing any other guys?
I haven't, you know, and that's the thing about, like, living in Pennsylvania. It's just, like, it's not really my style, like,
Aren't
sexually.
you in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a major city.
It's
Wait,
just,
it's not your style sexually?
like, LA. I like LA because it's
Because
just,
they're
like.
all soy boys and... Why do you like LA? What do you like about that? Do they all want to be pegged? Is that it?
F-boys.
You pegged
They
your
all want to
40-year
be pegged. I've had good experiences, like a lot of
No, but so explain...
good, somewhat drug-induced. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What is sexually wrong with the men in Philadelphia?
I just haven't found any that were, like, I found particularly attractive. I haven't met any.
Well, you aren't
so you've
particularly
had sex
attractive
with them?
yourself.
No, I haven't. I just
But
haven't.
What did you say? Sexually what?
I just haven't found any that I thought were, you know, attractive. Like, I haven't met any.
In Philadelphia?
Yeah. I know, and he's sitting here and he's from Philly. He's just, like, offended.
I wasn't born and raised in Philly.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, okay.
He's from the mean streets of... I know where you're from. North Carolina, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mean
Oh,
Streets.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
from the mean streets of Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Okay, so you're not digging the Philadelphia guys. Got it. What about you?
So I'm in a relationship. It's 6 months, and my longest was 3 years.
Who broke up with who in the 3-year relationship?
I broke up with him.
All right. That's everybody's relationship status. Speaking of which, we had this come through. Oh, boy, I hate these ones.
Donated $200.
Oh, my God.
Ladies, would you date Brian? On one hand, he is tall, 6'1", blue eyes, rich, sometimes funny, successful, but he has a dead bod, probably autistic, has a weird liking for big labia outies, and a small pee-pee.
It's average, first of all. Okay, get it right. Okay, fuck, I hate this. We'll go around the table. Would you date me?
If you have a big labia, yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
It says you have a big labia there.
No, he likes big
he
labia.
He has a thing for big labia.
Yeah, has a thing for
Okay,
it.
I'm into that too, so we have that in common.
Oh, you like women with
BLM,
large labia.
big labias
But
matter.
I also like women with large labia.
Yes?
Yeah.
So you're saying you have large labia?
No. But I'm
but
saying we share that
We
liking.
have that in common. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You prefer that in women, the large labia?
I like all labia.
You like outies? Me too, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a preference.
But I like big labia energy.
You like big labia energy. There you go.
Yeah.
I like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
So if we connected mentally, yes. But as far as the height requirement, I don't care. I could date someone that's short, tall, and
okay.
I like someone that's bigger than Brian. So
Okay, cool.
I think you're attractive.
Thank you. Oh, hold on. You got a boyfriend though. You can't be, saying that sort of thing.
That's okay. We're very honest. I'm a very honest person.
Yeah, you can
but
think
I'm
other
not
people are
saying,
attractive when you're in a
So,
relationship.
yeah, no.
There's
I'm
nothing
just
wrong
saying,
with that.
you are an attractive
Human
person
nature.
to
Oh, thank
me.
you.
Yeah. So
Appreciate it.
if I was single, whatever.
Boom.
Brian is an
W.
attractive man.
Okay. What about you?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Even after the Inquisition, even after I interrogated you,
Oh, definitely. I mean, I love.
she enjoyed the interrogation.
I'm not embarrassed about anything I've been through. I've worked really hard to get through a lot of
All
it.
these girls are saying yes
But
because
yeah,
he's
I mean,
rich.
I haven't seen any red flags in you. You're attractive.
Thank you.
I would just
Getting all the W. I'm getting all the
Making Brian blush.
Even a dad bod, you're fine.
Oh, thank you. All right, cool. What about you?
Depending if we were both single and both had a good vibe, I would definitely consider going on a date.
Wow. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at that.
Round of applause for Brian.
I want to talk to you more to see how smart you are, because I like
I have an
intelligent
room
guys.
temperature IQ.
It's room temperature. Okay, but just at face value, yeah, you're an attractive guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Personally, no, just because you're not my type, but I bet you're a great guy.
Q, my boy almost went 8 for 8.
I know. Whoa, that's a rare Brian Duffy.
Yeah, facts.
All right.
But
cool. Damn. What about the female version of you? Would she date you?
Would she date
Can
me?
we find that photo really quick just to pull it up since it's contextual?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull that up.
Would she date me or you?
Me. I don't think black women like me, to be honest. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not that they don't like me.
Okay.
Wow,
That's
the eyebrows.
that's female Q.
Is that AI?
That's trans Q.
Very pretty.
But yeah, I don't think black women like me. You know, I
Yeah,
would
I
date
think
a
she
black,
would
but I feel like they want to date black guys. You know,
They do.
primarily. Strong preference. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get into some of the pre-show notes here. So, where do we begin? We are going to start with. Is that a Linkin Park song? Start with one thing. I don't know. Okay, so never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Kitty. We're gonna start with Kitty. You said you attract nothing but guys with warrants and face tattoos.
Yep, true.
You just got played by a younger dude. How young?
I don't want to answer that.
Because you're 33. How old was he?
Not answering.
Come
that.
on, Kitty.
Not answering
No,
it.
give us the.
Over 21 though.
There's nothing wrong with that, then.
Over 21.
He was 22.
Over.
He was 22.
Over.
He was 18, right? He was still
Oh
in high school.
no, I
High
would
school.
never. I would never. They need to be drinking age legal.
He was
And older.
Okay, you got so you got played by a younger dude. When you say you got played, what does that mean?
Well, for starters, her boyfriend that she dumped, I actually hooked her up with his friend.
Yeah.
So that whole thing. I don't know. We're just all kicking it in my apartment and stuff, and I don't know. Dude, like acted like he liked me. I also kind of like helped someone out and allowed 2 people in my apartment that got like kicked out from their Airbnb and stuff. That got threatened to get I guess shanked.
Wow. Times.
Yeah, but how would I explain it happened? I don't know. They left, and then bro would just kind of keep leading on in the DMs, and then one day we were supposed to go to the same rave, and they left within 5 minutes after they knew we were going, which was a little sus. And then the next day, she hits me up, and she's like, he has a girlfriend now all of a sudden. And then she's like, you need to tell her that you don't like her. And he's like, no, but I do like her. And I don't know, what did he say about smashing both of us or something?
Yeah, he said he was smashing 2 girls, and I said you can't lead my friend on because that's crazy.
That was already done and over with anyways.
Yeah, but he was like feeling so high and mighty that he had 2 bitches.
And he did not. It was just after me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And bro, I guess his new chick, I guess is his sugar mama, and she just gave birth like 6 months ago to like someone else's kid. And just using her for money. So I guess that girl just
This
adopted
happens
2
a lot
children.
in LA, like a lot in LA.
Good times. Here, really quick, we're going to get into more of it. But guys, if you want 100% of your contribution, send us a contribution, a tip via Venmo, Cash App, it's whatever pod. MC Rocker, thank you for the 12 on Cash App. Thomas, thank you for the 7 on Cash App. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for that. Also, Reed is 100, TTS is 200 if you want to get a message in. So do that via streamlabs.com/whatever. Now, you said that yesterday you almost got drafted into a cult and your soul got taken. Almost.
No, I said almost.
Almost.
A lot of people in LA need to stop. Am I allowed to bring certain words up? I don't think I was. Some people need to stop doing K out here. They're losing their minds in LA. Thinking they're.
Including you? Were you taking K?
No, I'm sober. I'm 100% sober. I'm protected. I've a good head of. Yes, I am protected.
I am actually
spiritually
sober
protected
now.
every way
It's
possible.
been
Spiritually.
roughly
Yes.
2 years.
Okay.
But bro was weird and was like, "Kitty, you up? Are you gonna do some K? The portals are gonna open for you. I am God. I am a God. The Christians talk about me. That's who they're talking about is me." And and he's like, and I just said no. Like, I'm sober. I'm happy. I believe what I believe. Like, that's it. You're not my God. And me and my other 2 friends, we left within like, I don't know, 15 minutes. I feel like he's like the new Papa Legba. But he's like, you shall pay. You really don't know. And he did some weird like arm dance.
Oh no.
Do that again?
And he's like, I am God.
Oh boy. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Just that LA guys, you know.
Too much K. People
And
need to put down the drugs.
you wrote here, chivalry is dead.
I feel like chivalry is dead.
But I'm gonna send it in the chat. Just you typed it in an interesting way.
I'm dyslexic.
Chivalry.
So am I.
Like this is how you typed it. Hold on.
I know. I'm dyslexic.
Chivalry, that's what you wrote, is dead. This new age of dating men be playing women and want a sugar mama now. Doesn't matter if you cook clean, not be a thought. Men wife hoes now. And you think religion was set into play to keep people pure and follow rules so the world wouldn't be such a messed up place like it is today. Wait, so is that like a affirmative, like a positive statement towards religion? Like you think?
Yeah, I think religion was a positive thing because it kind of made people have morals.
I see.
Like I was raised with morals, manners. Now in this generation, a lot of people don't even have manners. Like when I house those 2 people in my crib, I like to have like friends, family dinner. If I'm cooking, you're not eating the plate till everyone has a plate. Like, we're supposed to eat together like family. And I feel like religion is in play because, you know, marriage, kids, you know, cook, clean, like a lot of things have gotten lost because if you notice, a lot of people aren't really religious anymore. There is still religious people, but a lot
Mostly
of things
for
are
the
just
wrong reason.
crazy now, in my opinion.
So do you think it's fucked up on both ends? Like men are fucking up and women are fucking up?
Yes,
Or is
yeah.
it mostly men? 'Cause
No,
you said like
no, I'm both ends.
Because when I think of chivalry, that's usually something the man does. Like that's the man doing something.
It does, but now there's women doing chivalry. They're taking care of man-childs, and men aren't even working and
happens every day.
just
Yeah.
staying home all day, recording music, talking a bunch of gibberish.
That's so true.
I don't.
Okay.
That's not sexy though. Like when women take care of men.
Well, I know it's not even sexier. Getting played, and I don't have a kid, but imagine you're dating a man and you have a kid from someone else, and you're taking care of like 2 kids, and you're just getting played and finessed and used. That's worse.
Yeah, that is not sexy.
Yeah.
I think the woman likes you more though if she's being a simp. Like if she's going so far. What I'm saying is she's doing all that. She's paying for shit for a guy. She probably likes the guy a lot.
100%.
That's so kind of out of the, I think, the natural order of things for a woman. She's got I mean, it's a good sign for the guy. I think.
But what if the guy doesn't want her? Because that happens now. Some people just be with. I know people that are dating 304s and they're okay leaving as long as they're getting a monthly allowance.
Wait, the guy gets an allowance from the woman?
Yeah.
Yes. And I know someone right now that's dating a 304, ads and all, and he leaves the crib when she got someone. And
oh wait,
he leaves when she has. So
she's a prostitute.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Guys don't care even dating a prostitute.
So she's taking care of him.
Yes.
But she's a literal whore, and she brings men over to their shared house.
Well, it's her crib. He don't really have a crib. Bro just pops
lives
around.
there,
Yeah.
right?
And
And then
will
she
leave.
fucks the marks or whatever they're called in her bed. Does she do the sheets after at least?
I don't
Or
know
does
about.
he do it?
I don't know about that.
Does he do the sheets?
I just found out bro was dating a 304 recently.
That's an
So-
L for everybody involved. Although that would be if it was the reverse, like if it was the guy, like when he was a male prostitute. What the fuck?
He probably would be too, though.
Huh?
He probably would have no problem doing the same if he could get paid for it.
This is not a really common phenomenon.
At all.
This is
It's
like,
not
yeah, it
basic.
happens, but it's like,
I feel like it only happens in LA, where I'm from in
Maybe.
Jersey and New York. We have
Yeah.
family morals.
Yeah, no,
We have mob
in LA
people.
it
Mob
happens a
people.
lot.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot. So what?
like
Okay,
I know
men
way
dating
too many
prostitutes
guys that
is
do
not
that.
common.
It's very common because
no,
they
it's
are.
not.
I know 5 of them.
They're
It's
getting
rare.
fully paid for,
It's
and they pretend
yeah.
that they don't care about the other, whatever she's got going on, because
Yeah, they're
they are
cunts.
getting paid.
That's
They
disgusting.
get a free house. They get free food. They basically are just living.
They're hobosexuals. Is that what they're
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
This is not
There's a whole
common. It's
group.
not common.
It's not supposed to be, but
No, but it's not common.
Fortunately,
It
it's
happens,
becoming a
but
lot
it's-
more common.
That's real.
I don't think that.
I don't even know if it's worth talking about because of how rare it is, though.
Yeah, it's
Like I
extremely
acknowledge it. Like yeah, there's these dudes who are kind of probably weird, living off their like sex worker girlfriend because she's making fuck ton of money. It's
Might not
so
even be
rare.
tons of money. Apparently, he's not even getting paid that much. Some people are happy with the bare minimum. Vice versa, even in relationships.
Y'all women got to stop dating homeless men. Like, cut that shit
Yeah,
out.
literally.
If he's homeless,
Yeah.
you can't be dealing with him.
That
But
is
what if
very
they're
true.
not homeless? What if,
Well,
what
there's
if they-
other metrics.
I only gave a younger person a chance because the thing that I've realized, why is it a 30-year-old or a 31-year-old has the same that, I don't know, a 24 or 25-year-old has?
Wait, has the same what?
Like, the younger person might have more money than the older person. The older
Sure.
person has nothing and they're homie hopping from crib to crib, like,
Yeah.
and just wants to make it big as some rapper or something.
Listen, let me help you ladies out here. Okay? I don't care what kind of music you fucking like. I don't care if you
What if I don't like it?
SoundCloud shit. I don't care if you love fucking Kendrick Lamar, whatever bullshit. Word of advice, I don't care how successful of a rapper he is or how unsuccessful of a rapper he is. If he's a rapper, you just
run away.
Don't deal with him. If he has face tattoos, don't deal with him.
I like tattoos.
Very simple. I don't care. Like, it's literally pattern recognition. Rappers, probably not the guy who's gonna be like the good boyfriend. Face tattoo, probably not gonna be the guy with the who's gonna be the good boyfriend.
Then I guess I might go back to Austin, Texas, and go date these new aged emo cowboys that have face tattoos,
New-aged emo
and they don't do
cowboys.
rap music. It depends what they do. Everything's different.
Look, as women, if you just have a blanket ban on face tattoos, I don't think that that's gonna preclude you. Like, that's not gonna be like the thing that prevents you from finding a good relationship.
So
It's gonna be the thing that maybe protects you from bad dudes.
So all people with tattoos you think are bad?
I
Because some
didn't say
people
that.
are.
What did I say? Repeat back to me what I said.
I forgot already.
No.
Face
repeat it back to me.
I
tattoos.
have an attention span of Dory.
He said
I
people
literally
with
just
face
said it.
tattoos.
Repeat it back.
Wait, what?
Repeat back my position.
I'm Dory.
I don't care. Repeat back my position.
Wait, say
Are
what
you
said
just
again?
not listening to the conversation?
No, I suffer from short-term memory loss. I'm
Clearly.
Dory.
Are you taking ketamine? Is that what it's
No, you could drug test me right now. Where's
Okay,
the drug
get the
test
drug test,
at?
Damien. Fucking get the
Okay, I gotta pee.
Actually, get a good COVID test, too. We need a test. Oh, no. That's crazy. I said face tattoos.
Yes.
I didn't say tattoos.
Okay.
Although, you know what? Sure.
She has
hold
a
on.
face tattoo, so I should stay away from her.
Are you trying to fuck her?
No.
Trying to date her?
Exactly.
She wanted to date me, but I didn't date her before. So does that mean she's bad? Because she's not.
What do you mean? I'm not, look, here, let me explain the logic here.
I do get your logic.
Well, hold on. Can somebody be fully blasted in tattoos and be like a fantastic person? Yes, absolutely. You could be all sorts of things and still be a really good person. My thing is that I just believe in pattern recognition. I think you just save your time. Like, I'm not gonna, if I see a girl who's got lip filler, giant fake titties, BBL, lipo belly,
I'm turning her the other way.
and just blasted in tattoos, I'm not interested. She's an automatic pass because I'm interested in pattern recognition. There's a lot of women out there who have either minimal tattoos or no tattoos. I can deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were a guessing man, I'll let you come in just a sec. If I were a betting man, I think more likely than not, somebody who does have face tattoos, I'm trying to think what the correct wording here would be. I'm just going to pass.
Just gonna pass?
I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass.
Oh my God.
I just feel like, look, I could be totally wrong, but I do think when it comes to tattoos, and I'll date a girl who has tattoos, but there's, I guess, the amount of tattoos they have, that could be a determining factor. Like a girl with a little heart tattoo on in her wrist, okay, don't care, fine, whatever. But a girl with like totally blasted neck tattoos, face tattoos, I'm gonna start making some judgments and guesses. I could be wrong, but here's the judgment. She has mental illness, she has trauma, she has baggage, potential drug use, potential alcohol use. I could be wrong, but pattern recognition would indicate that I'm probably right. Now, you could be somebody who has all those tattoos and none of that applies, right? But you got to understand, like, people are going to make those sort of snap judgments. Like, if I see somebody with the spiderweb
100%.
tattoo on their fucking elbow, I'm like, drugs, prison. I'm sorry, am I wrong?
That was the belief
Am I
the spider
wrong?
web one back in the day.
No,
that tattoo was a jail tat. But now to say,
But am
like,
I wrong?
society,
Somebody who has the elbow tattoo with the spider web, drugs or jail? And if it's a guy, probably both.
or some people just trying to fit in now because how
But
it
if it's
is.
a chick, probably drugs. And I've been, pattern recognition, I've been correct on that. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, whatever. Q, you had something I need to let for a sec.
Yeah, I think the panel is interesting tonight, but we got a couple psych majors and
A lot.
Yeah, so are any of you familiar with the concept of assortative mating?
Yeah.
Okay, so your dating reality probably reflects what y'all value and how y'all are.
Absolutely.
So when y'all say something is common, it's not that common. I mean, do y'all consider yourselves the average woman with the way that y'all behave and carry yourselves, or the circles that you roll in? So you probably, like, your preference, would you say the cowboy with the face tats? Like, how many guys?
I honestly, to be honest, so yeah, I am attracted to dudes with tattoos and stuff like that, but I have dated people that necessarily weren't the most attractive, but I found them mentally attractive. Like, I could see someone that's hot as fuck, but if I don't find them mentally attractive, I don't like them. Like, I actually judge the person based on who they are.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
I mean, that's fine. I can relate to that too. But I'm just curious when y'all say, like, oh, this is prevalent, this is common, or I know people like this. Don't you think that's more reflective of just the circles y'all ride in, as opposed to like?
Which is why I'm getting out of the circle.
That's very true.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Changing my circle, different people.
Absolutely, like. Birds of a feather flock together. Her and I talk about this a lot. I isolated for a really long time recently, and then put myself back in school, did all that, and when I came back out and started meeting people, I saw the same patterns, and it was the same thing, and that's why I still don't talk to many people. I started making new friends at school, trying to make it a new circle, and it is a reflection of my transition as well. Absolutely. As soon as you change whatever you're into, whatever you like, things about yourself, personality-wise, absolutely, it changes your circle.
Yeah. Okay.
It's absolutely a reflection.
Okay. Yeah, but I also think that there are certain things that it's been found on average women look for. Men and women. Like, are you familiar with evolutionary psychology?
That's what I specialize in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So women tend to, on average, look for resources in partners, and men, on average, tend to look for like physical attractiveness, youthfulness. Yeah. So, I mean, I'd say that's why I thought that when everyone was bringing up the issue earlier of like kind of taking care of a man as a woman. I mean, I do think of my relationships as egalitarian, but to be honest, like, I don't think that if it's unbalanced either way, like, I don't want like a father figure or anything like that in my relationship, like a guy who's like totally taking care of me. I mean, if he's making a little bit more than I am, then I think that that's fine. It's like, it's been found that men mate across and down, and then women mate across and up. But, I would be lying if I said that, I would ever go out with a guy who has like nothing going on.
Well,
he has no job. I don't mean to interrupt you, but he has no job, no income, no interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not sexy to me.
Right. I mean, that wouldn't be sexy to most women because that doesn't provide any benefits, evolutionary speaking.
Right, yeah.
But I do see it is more prevalent now, especially in like Western cultures. And the interesting thing about it, what if I introduced you to a novel idea such as, well, if evolutionary psychology is a thing and it's valid, then of course we're still evolving our evolutionary psyches. Right. So that means if society is adopting feminism, sexual liberation, women making their own money, women are attracted to things men did because that's the state of the societies that they've evolved in. So we could be just adjusting to this newfounded women having jobs, making money. We're finding out that women actually have the capacity to want to take care of men when they have their own money. They're not as stressed out, And I'm just saying that's a possible direction we could be going, and that's why you see it. It's more prevalent, like in America and in Europe, where women, simp for men more and aren't, if they got money, hey, yeah, I'll take care of the bills because, I mean, we have the capacity to.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a good explanation, and you'll probably see more of it as we continue ahead.
And I feel like it really started being that way when women had more of an opportunity to make more money. You can almost see the shift exactly where it happened, and you're continuing to see that shift as women have more and more opportunities to really run a much bigger bag now than they did before, and that really is the difference. I was just talking to my mom about this morning because my mom is newly single as well and dating, and she's like my best friend, so we talk about it, and we were both kind of having the same issue where we would find people who are maybe making less money and they almost latch on. And when you think about it, women did the same to men. It's not like we never did that. It's not a new idea.
Agreed.
It's just role switch, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because it's whatever is beneficial or advantageous. And if you like somebody, then whoever's in the best position to provide essentially is going to provide. And that's why, more and more people pay 50-50 on bills. I mean, the majority of people who are married share bills. They split bills. I mean, the traditional guy who pays all the household bills and take care of everything, the stay-at-home mom, that's the outlier now.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
it's just reflective of the state of our culture.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Let's see here. I don't know where we left off. I think we were talking about tattoos or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you was talking about how much you hate girls with tattoos.
I don't hate women with tattoos.
We wear a trauma on our sleeve.
A little bit. I mean, that's just.
he's
Sleeves
correct.
and guys are hot
colors because we're
What's that?
toxic.
Sleeves, guys with sleeves are hot, especially if they're like real fit and they go to the gym. That's real hot. You
Well, I
need to
think
get
tattoos
that.
are masculine.
You need to get that.
Like, tattoos tend to be a more masculine thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there are like tattoos that can be cutie or more girly, but I think the thing is, like, I think for women, I don't think all women are attracted to tattoos or men who have tattoos, but I think there's a large cohort of women who will view tattoos on men and it'll make them more attractive or more masculine.
Right.
That'll be the impression. Maybe not even more attractive, but it will make them more masculine. And whether a woman likes that or not, I'm unsure. But when it comes to tattoos on women, the assessment is kind of the same, but not in the terms of attractiveness. They think that tattoos make women more masculine. So they make men more masculine, and they make women more masculine. And so typically men are not attracted to masculinity in women. So if a tattoo masculinizes women, that's going to, can very well make her less attractive to a man. Realistically, I would say that tattoos on a woman, I think for most men, it's going to be neutral or it's going to be a negative. Like most men, now there are men like who are parts of certain subcultures, or maybe they're heavily tattooed themselves, or they're actually using it as a pattern recognition to perhaps make a determination if I can manipulate this woman. I don't know if that's necessarily always the case. Well, it certainly isn't always the case, but I think, or they could be like, okay, she's more promiscuous. Like, and I think it'd be a fair assessment to say, like, a woman who's more heavily tattooed
is more promiscuous,
is likely to be more promiscuous. Whether that's
no, it's true. It's a correlation.
Well, I do think there's a correlation, because I don't think there's a lot of like if you had to bet, the whole panel, if a woman had neck tattoos, do you think she's a virgin?
No.
No.
So I think. Sorry. She's got neck tattoos. Fuck, I forgot about that.
I was like,
but she's also free spirited.
yeah.
So
I will not say
Yes. Probably a correlation.
correlation, not causation.
But
right.
no, if I see a woman who's like heavily, it doesn't even have to be neck or head tattoos. She's got like full sleeves, and I'm like, she's not virgin, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can look at a woman without tattoos and be like, she's not a virgin.
Wait, so you are attracted to that or no?
What do you mean?
If she had like a ton of tattoos, you wouldn't find that attractive, or like?
It depends.
Yeah.
It really depends, because there are some tattoos which I think are more aesthetically pleasing. It's the location, it's the design. Although, if I'm just being completely honest, so tattoos are not a deal breaker, but for me, it's strictly neutral or negative. So if you have a tattoo on you, it's never a positive. It's only neutral.
I agree. I feel the same way.
It's only neutral for me.
Same way.
I think part of that stems from self-respect. And when you have a certain degree of self-respect for yourself, you kind of have a stronger resilience and strength to say no to certain things, because you're not acting out of instant gratification. You're not acting out of excitement or just like on a whim, I'm going to do this. And so I think that also shows men that there's a level of self-restraint when it comes to that woman if she maybe has less tattoos. Just like a different perspective.
There can definitely be deeper components there, like you just said. And
like psychologically, sometimes I think, as you said, pattern recognition is a big thing, but sometimes I think that psychologically the brain can do the domino effect for you in a sense. Say to yourself, well, what kind of tattoo is this? Where'd you get it? What led you to get this decision? How quick did you make that decision?
Right.
And what other decisions do you make in that
Like
way?
impulse control.
Yeah, it's
Immediate
definitely
gratification.
Yeah, instant gratification.
Yeah. So no, that is that's definitely a really good point on that. We have to let me think here. But just to be clear, tattoos are not a deal breaker. Like I have and would date a girl who has tattoos, but neutral or can be a negative.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure.
I feel like, so historically, in lots of tribes, they also have markings or tattoos that are made for fighting, protection, you know? And these are markings to help people identify each other. There's like that news reporter with the
Maori,
Maoan. Yeah,
the New
yeah.
Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, people who belong to that culture, like it's probably going to be looked at and viewed a different way because there's a cultural basis.
Yeah.
But like a girl who has like a chandelier sternum tattoo who's like white. What tribe is she in? Well, what kind of, I don't know. So your question is like, if I was dating like a Native American, are tattoos as common among like Native Americans as they are in like Brazilian Latin American tribes, or like in like the Maori in New Zealand, for example? If I was dating a woman who's a Maori, although to be honest, they typically have face tattoos, which while I like culturally would respect, I don't personally find
that attractive.
Like they have like they put it on their cheek, and I find that, at least in my own taste, aesthetically like not really appealing. But if she had like a Maori sleeve or something, or like Polynesian sleeve, I would probably interpret that specific tattoo a little bit differently versus somebody who has like a white girl who has like traditional American tattoo. You know what I'm talking about? Like all the little stamp pieces or whatever on her forearm. I'd probably interpret it a little bit differently. Truth be told, I'm not running into like a lot of Native Americans or Maori women when I'm dating, but sure. In that circumstance, I'd probably interpret it a little differently, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you said like negative or neutral, so more neutral.
Oh, it would still be neutral.
Yeah,
Like it still wouldn't be positive
okay.
for me.
That's fair.
But it would just be neutral.
I'd have questions.
You have?
I'd have questions.
Oh,
like,
questions.
Like even if I was dating like a Maori woman or anybody tribal from a different culture, I would just want to understand like what's the significance of those markings and you know why they have them.
Right.
And then of course through explanation, I could probably be like, oh, okay, yeah. So you know.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you date Amber Rose?
No.
Okay. So let's ask.
I don't think a lot of men really find her.
Oh, and now has a huge head tattoo on her head.
Oh, she
does?
What is it?
And
I don't know. I think it's
Her-
words above her head.
the father of her like second child is now with Cher. So he's like,
Oh
digging
God,
Cher,
that's
yeah.
a huge age gap relationship
I know.
right there.
Who here has tattoos? Just show of hands.
We,
Q, do you have any
all of
tattoos?
us.
No.
I think all.
You don't have tattoos.
Mine's the only one you see. My little wrist one. The one where you're like, if she has a heart.
What is that, the Trinity?
Yeah, it's the Trinity knot. It's the only one I plan to get as well.
Yeah, but like most guys are not gonna like. I can't imagine guys are gonna view something like that in the negative. Maybe for them it's just neutral, but yeah. What tattoo do you have?
So I have 3 that are hidden.
Okay.
Purposely. I have my first tattoo is a rose, like on my groin area. That's pretty basic.
On the groin.
Like the pelvis area.
Okay,
on the
a
side.
rose.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Why?
Thank you.
Just curious why.
Hey, I got a rose
I don't know, I
tattoo
just thought it
too.
was really cute in the location as well, and it took me like 3 to 5 years to like get a tattoo, and I'm like, I really want this.
Okay.
I just thought it was really adorable.
What's the other one?
I have like a sun with a wave on my side
Okay.
boob. It was supposed to be a best friend tattoo.
Yeah.
And my third tattoo is my biggest tattoo.
Is it on the back?
No, I want to see my tattoos. So I have a tiger like from my hip down to like my thigh, and it's climbing up with like red streaks on it.
Okay.
So I thought that was very feminine. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, I don't know precisely what they look like, but I think, like for me, I think that would probably be in like the neutral territory. Like, I don't think that's to the point where it's super excessive or anything. So, yeah. Q, did you have something on? Or wait, you were asking? Oh, no, you asked about Amber Rose.
Yeah, she asked what I did.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Okay.
no, hell no.
Chat, we have a very short segment here called, this is for the viewers more so.
Oh no.
Would you date this woman? So me and Q are going to answer this, and you get to answer it. Who here's bi? Any other bi women? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Let's pull it up. All right. Would you date this woman? Yeah, the one yeah. Okay.
Hell no.
No audio. Okay.
That was $1.
Wow.
That
Okay.
looks like some kind of AI.
Wait.
That looks like AI.
Hold on.
No, it's real.
AI.
She's real.
No,
She
AI.
is. No, she's real. She's real. Would you date her? I'll start first. Yes. With conditions, but just kidding. Yes. Q, would you date her?
Fuck no.
Wait, why? You pig. How dare you?
I like to look at my woman during
You
coitus.
can still, during what?
During coitus.
During coitus.
There's other positions.
No, the act of.
During the act, yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, no, I can't.
There's mass.
Paper bag.
The blood ain't gonna flow. No.
It really?
Yeah, the blood ain't flowing.
What about the bottom half? Were you sold?
I'm gonna just be thinking about the top.
No, but if the top. I would.
Gosh.
I do not believe that.
That I would date her?
I don't believe that bit.
Hey, she's stacked, okay?
That
that
just
the
shows.
only
That
reason?
just shows
Is that all
men
you look for in a woman?
their thing in anything.
I'm just.
Yeah,
no,
I don't put
it's-
my thing in anything.
No, so
Are you?
respect there.
What are you saying? What are you saying about her? You're being a little misogynistic right now.
I guess I am. I'll own up
Wow.
to it.
Beauty.
Everyone judges. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect.
Maybe she's
so
a great girl.
there's a lot of great women, and a lot of great women also get played.
Chat. Would you date her? So would you date her?
No.
Why?
I thought no.
You
as
don't like
soon as
Asian
the
women?
picture
Are you
came up.
racist?
No, she looks like a mannequin.
Yeah.
No, she's real.
Yeah, but
She's real.
that's why I was no.
You're buying too?
Yes.
Would you date her?
No.
Would you date her?
I would give her a chance
you
to
go,
get to
okay.
know her, but
Oh. But
I know I'll see.
wow.
What if she paid you?
I'm like the only one who's not superficial.
Well, Brian, why would you date her? Based off of that video,
She
why
looks
would
really
you date her?
smart, you know? She looks really smart.
Okay.
She looks smart.
Shut up, Brian.
That movie.
Look,
Shut up.
you know, with a bit of dental work,
A bit.
Just to clean it.
I think she's
Who
attractive.
can afford dental work?
Damien, would you date her if you were single?
Fuck yeah.
What the hell? You're
So excited.
He's
like excited about it.
Very enthusiastic. Chat, would you date her? Yes or no? Yes or no? I would. She doesn't even have to. You know what? You know what? She doesn't even have to fix the shit. I'll still date her. She doesn't have to fix it. I will still date her.
I do not believe this. I
swear,
I
I'm
feel
not
like
even
you'd be
joking.
married by now.
I agree.
If I would.
I respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think your
If what?
respectfully. I don't think your standards are that low. I'm sorry. Respectfully.
Well, why
I
are you-
feel like
you
you'd
guys
be.
are being
I
really
feel,
mean to her,
I
okay?
feel like you'd be married by now.
If
No,
I would-
because you always ask
Bro.
us what we'd rate each other.
Yeah, but like it
So-
balances out. Like,
He doesn't
look,
strike me as a marrying type.
the body's good.
Is that all
That
you're
just
looking
shows.
for?
Like,
Exactly.
I care about more than just the body, but what I'm saying is, like, sometimes certain qualities about a person make up for other detriments. In this, yeah.
Shut up,
I
Chris.
don't believe that one bit.
Interesting.
If you look like
Very
this, please slide into his DMs.
Look, maybe she was in a terrible train accident when she was younger. I don't know if she was, and so I don't know. That probably won't get passed down to your kids. I think. So we're good.
What's passed down?
I don't know. Isn't that like she has it's a genetic deformity?
Her body looks okay,
If it's
so
genetic.
it might just be. I don't know. That's a little more than cleft lip.
She's hot. To be honest,
The body.
everything, total package.
I feel like in
She's the
your
total
weird.
package.
I don't know if you're in a relationship with that. I feel like you'd throw a mask on it. At that point, you might
I would
as well
look
get
her
a real
deep in her
doll.
eyes and tell her I love her smile.
I don't believe that.
I'm serious.
I believe it only because I feel like with girls, sometimes they'll think a guy's attractive because he has like big muscles or they have some of those features, right? Or maybe like tattoos is their thing. So, oh, this guy's more attractive because his tattoos, but maybe his face isn't like it. You know what I mean? And that might. That's why I
There's an extent
Yeah, but women
though.
built for that. I ain't built for that.
I ain't built for that either, Q.
Her body is straight, but I can't. If I'm gonna only think about her face, then it's pointless. She just negated her body by the way that she looks in the face.
So cute.
Wow.
Okay.
I wouldn't agree.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That is true.
It is true.
That means all the girls that say they're 10s on here, that means I guess they're 10s.
Debatable.
No, I'm just
That's
saying
some psychology
that,
for you.
Wait, Brian, what would you rate her?
I would date her. What do I rate her?
Yeah, what do you rate her? Because you always go around the table and rate people.
Oh man.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Well, I'd have to break it down. Like body, that's a solid. The body's a solid 9.
No, but
No.
The body's a
You
solid
did say she was whole
9.
package.
Yeah.
Total package?
She's a 10, right?
No. She's
Why
She's
not,
attractive.
Ryan?
I would date her though. I would.
Where on
But where-
the
what
spectrum
is your
of the
rate?
total population of everyone in the world? Because that's what she
I
always
would no.
go
I
by.
would genuinely date her.
But what is she on the rating scale out of
Yeah,
everyone in the whole
Stalin.
entire
Like-
world?
Oh God. It's I give her 6, maybe a 7.
Okay.
Look,
So
the
you think
body
she's
is
average,
I think that's
slightly
a fair
above
rate.
average?
I think that's a fair rating.
If you look up that rating scale, it'll actually show photos from like who's the hottest to the lowest. And no offense, she would not be on the 6. Like I've actually looked it up.
But
Me
that's
and my
just judging
friend-
face. I'm talking total package, face, body.
Would you date her with A cups?
Sure.
What about nobody?
Just the face.
Just flat. Just flat like Plank from Ed and Eddie. Ed and Eddie.
How about like an average female body? I feel like that's fair. Yeah, sure.
Average female
Sure.
body.
Average. Oh wait, but then
She's overweight.
average attractive female, like
Yeah, what if she was overweight? What if she was 300
like
pounds?
the average healthy BMI female body. How about
Okay,
that? Is
okay.
that fair? Okay, so it doesn't she's not like fucking insane curves, whatever.
Do you know what the
sure,
new
I'll still-
average number now is in America for weight?
No, but I just said like healthy BMI, average body within healthy BMI. Yeah, sure, I'll still date her. Why not?
Okay.
Maybe she has a large labia. I don't know. Whatever.
BLM.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
What if she?
Anybody here have this? I'm like, oh my God.
What, a large labia?
Large labia?
Who's number 5?
Anybody? Okay, whatever. I don't know.
No, not really.
All right, moving on to the next thing, I guess. Oh, let's do another react. Next one? Yeah. All right. Yeah. We might have to refresh it really quick because it's not going to play from. No, but here, refresh it, but you have to hit pause like immediately. Yeah. Audio?
Who is worse, a man who rejects a woman because she's overweight, or a woman who rejects a man because he's short?
A man rejecting a woman that's overweight because like you like
Wait, stop
making
it.
her so powerful.
Okay, so going around the table, what's worse? A man rejecting a woman because she's overweight, or a woman rejecting a man because she's short?
A woman rejected a man because she's short.
Scoot into the table, scoot.
A man rejecting a woman because hormones and periods and bloating and pregnancy. That's my case.
That's worse than the woman.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I would say a woman that's overweight.
A man rejecting a woman?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's worse.
Yeah, same.
Agree?
I feel like it's equal, if I'm being honest.
Equal, okay.
I don't think either of them are wrong because people are allowed to have their preferences.
That's true, yeah.
But I think probably.
Is one worse?
Yes, I think it would probably be worse to reject a man for his height because how can you fix your height in any capacity?
Sure.
You can't.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
I also have to say the man in the height situation because you're dealing with like a health situation. So like he's technically not unhealthy and technically
I'm short.
that could bring potential health benefits, especially if you want
5'7" or 6.
Wait, what do you mean?
like say like a guy wanted to have children with a girl that might be overweight. It could affect their future children genetically. And I guess the same thing with height, but at the same time it's not something that's going to cause actual health deficits.
I see. Okay.
So looking in a familial sense.
What about you?
Rejecting a man for height.
Okay.
I would say it's equal.
Equal. Q, what do you think?
Rejecting a man for height.
I agree. I would agree. Why do you, I think some of you three said that worse to reject a woman for her weight, and I think you said equal, I believe. Why?
Well, I saw like hormones and pregnancy and all that.
Thyroid issues. And you know what? I changed my answer. I'd say they're both equal.
I think it's worse, though. I mean, because here's why.
What if they have a health issue?
Men can't do anything about their height. Women, you can control your weight.
What if there's a health issue? Because there's some people that do have health issues, like thyroid problems, sleep disorders. I think there's like some hormonal issue. There are some weight issue factors for those.
I do know the thyroid thing to be true.
Yeah.
I mean, I have needless to wait. I have mild hypothyroidism.
Are you taking the medication?
Yeah. And
has it gone down?
But the thing is, though, is that if my diet is proper, it makes it a little bit harder for me. But if my diet is good, I can lose weight.
No, that's true.
And for like, honestly, my current dad bod situation is more so is not related to that at all. Because for most of my life, I've been pretty thin and fit. That's more just like stress related. It's way more stress related than it's anything to do with the thyroid. But there are certain medical conditions that can make it harder. But like those are really, really rare, and especially in terms of the people who are overweight or who are obese. It's really strictly related to their diet. If they ate better,
that's not true with narcolepsy.
What do you mean?
People that have narcolepsy, doesn't matter what they eat, they'll actually be heavier than a normal person. You can look it up online.
How many people have narcolepsy? And do all overweight people have narcolepsy?
No.
Okay.
But
so even here, I'll just go ahead and say yes. Every single person who has narcolepsy is obese. I don't think that's the case, but let's just grant it. Yeah. If we just remove all those narcoleptics, from the pool of obese people, that still leaves like a massive amount of obese people where it just is strictly to diet.
But it's also a problem with the U.S. food as well, because if you look at the new average weight for most women, and you can look this up, the average weight for most women is actually 170.
No.
If you look it up on Google.
No.
Look it up on Google.
Yeah.
What is the average weight for women?
No, I know.
In the U.S. on Google, it'll say 170.
I don't think that's a healthy weight, though.
It's not a healthy weight, but why is it average? Why are multiple women in the United States that weight? It comes down to food.
Because we're unhealthy
a lot of
and
things.
obese.
People have choice. People have agency. People choose to eat unhealthy foods. They choose to eat a lot of food.
All our food is processed, nasty, disgusting shit.
Certainly should be a look taken at the processed foods in America. Like, it's obviously really bad. All the sugar, that's terrible, right?
Yeah.
But people, even if these are available for purchase, I think people still need to take responsibility.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
But some people also, money issues. Eggs are expensive now. That's a healthy option, but eggs are like gold now.
That's fine. But in any case, the prompt is, I do think because women do have quite a bit of control. I understand that there are these factors that can contribute, whether there's specific health things that make it harder. The diet, the average diet in America is fucking terrible. I agree with you, but as a woman, you have a choice when it comes to what you eat.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, judging somebody based off something they can't control seems a bit more superficial.
I understand. I'm going to say it's equal, though, in my opinion now.
Okay. Anyways, next thing, let's do another react. Here, I'm gonna do one read. Blawfest. Who wants to read this? Let's do. Let's have you read it.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little hard to read with white, but I use lessons based in astrology for my own personal pattern recognition skills too, Brian. I have learned that if someone is interested in astrology, I am not interested in them. It went away.
Works so well.
It works so well.
Thank you, Blawfest. Yeah, that's who here believes in astrology?
It's a science.
50-50.
It is not.
It's a science.
It is not.
No,
It's
I
not
think
a
it's
science.
a cool, fun thing for people to
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it adds a little spice, but it's not like 100%.
Maybe
like,
take them with a grain of salt.
50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
Sulk says, who in here saw Smile too? What is that a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
I
that?
saw Smile the first one.
What is that?
I'm
What
a
is
horror
Smile?
movie buff.
It's a scary movie.
Wait, Smiley? Is that what?
Smile.
Smile to
Oh, Smile.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Is that the one
was
with
okay.
like the flesh face and like a carved smile?
No, it's just like if you had a creepy smile and then you just
Pull it up, Damien.
you know.
You die.
Yep.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, play it.
Hi, my name is Jillian. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Canada. The highest level of education completed was high school. I decided not to go to college. And I said I'm single, right? I don't leave the house that much, but
We could
when
tell.
I do, I listen to live jazz music.
Okay.
I play sports on the beach. I play a lot of sports, so maybe. I go to the farmer's market on Sundays.
Okay.
I go to church. Don't give too much information.
She's telling you where to find them. She's telling you where to find
I really don't know where to find them.
What about you?
Hi, my name is Hollywood. I'm a certified tax advisor. I specialize in credit.
Hi, my name is Jillian.
Specialized.
Wait, so the question for the panel here is, if you're thinking of men,
Yeah.
which of those two women do you think the men would prefer? The first one or the second one? Starting with you.
Definitely the first one.
It's hard to say.
Gotta think.
Don't overthink it.
Don't
No, I'm not.
Hard to say.
Neither. Because some guys might not want to ruin a chick like that because she's too pure and too innocent.
That might be the exact reason they do want it, though.
But that too as well could take advantage and also ruin her.
Okay.
The first one.
First one.
First one.
Definitely the first one.
I definitely think the first one as well.
Definitely the first one. Agreed on that.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. They're pretty good. Now, do you guys, I guess to make a point of it, do you guys think that generally speaking, like men have a tendency to prefer more, I guess, soft women like that versus a woman who's maybe a bit more rough, boss babe, this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Do you guys think men prefer boss babes or like kind of more demure women like that?
Demure women.
Demure.
I feel like with like some guys they don't like a lot of guys don't like loud chicks. Like
Yeah.
you know, like their voices is very loud.
Mhm.
The aggressiveness, some guys can be scared of that as well. Even if you're like you're masculine, they just don't like that energy that you bring to the table.
Sure.
So I hear that a lot from guys.
Let's.
Valid
sorry,
point.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think a lot of time, whether we realize it or not, subconsciously, like as females, we're always looking for more of like a masculine or like just somebody that can provide for us in a sense. And I think men do the same thing, whether it's conscious or subconscious, where they're looking for somebody to kind of take care of them as well, but in a more nurturing way. And I think maybe the soft girl kind of gives that vibe to them more than maybe a girl who's working because she wouldn't have time for his needs, where maybe a girl that was more slow paced and more demure would have more time for him and the things he feels he needs. So, yeah. I know.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. We're gonna do one more react, and then we're gonna get into some more show notes. Let's do the next one. Let's save it for the bow video. But I think I pulled up one. Is there one other one?
There's a YouTube one.
YouTube one. We're gonna save that one for later. We'll save it for later. Here, we're gonna do Stifler though. Ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7, starting with you. Own looks,
Okay.
1 to 10.
Some days I'm like, oh, I can't.
Wait,
even
actually,
fit
I
on
want to
this
do something a
pillow.
little bit different for this.
Okay.
I want to do it a little different. On the count of 3, you're all going to do this at the same time. On your hands, you're going to show you're just going to lift up your fingers, okay? At the exact same time. So this would be 10, this would be 5, this would be 7, however you want to do it.
What if you have a point number?
You got to round up or down to whatever you think is appropriate.
Okay.
You can't pick 7. Okay.
Damn.
All right. You guys all got it? All got in your head? All right. 3, 2, 1. Hold them up. Don't change them. Okay, so 6, 6, 6, 8, 6, 6, 8, 6. Wait, so 8, 8. Everybody else was 6, right?
Yeah.
8, 8, 6. Oh, Q, what about you? 5? Yeah. Okay, I give myself a 5. Also, wow, okay, pretty reasonable. I want to hear from the 2 most attractive women on the panel. 8 and 8. Can you boost the audio a bit? Tell us.
Yeah.
So, do you disagree with the other women on the panel? Like, do you think they rated themselves too low? What do you think?
No, I think that you guys are very like humble, and you're rating yourselves a little low, I'd say. I think that maybe you could be a little bit higher for sure. But 6, I feel like, so that would be like a little over average.
Yeah.
Like I think that you're prettier than that, That's what I'd say.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, sure. Okay. And then also your thoughts, like, do you think the women rated themselves too low, or do you think about right?
However they feel. It's our own opinion on ourselves.
Okay. Does your guys' anybody's answers change if the question changes to not what you rate yourself, but if there's a room of 1,000 men and they're rating you, would you hold up a different number? Would you think it's higher? Would you think it's